1. Introduction. My name is Veronica. I am tall. I have long brown hair. I like to share things. I think it is good to share our stories. This is my story. I want to share about my first time. But first, I will tell you about a different first. My first kiss. This happened a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. I was 14 years old then. I had a boyfriend. His name was Tom. He was a nice boy. One day, we were on a bus. We were going somewhere after school. We were sitting next to each other. It was a quiet ride. We started talking. Then we decided to kiss. It was my very first kiss. I was a little nervous. I did not know what to do. Tom was also nervous, maybe. He leaned in. I leaned in. Our lips met, but it felt very strange. It was not soft or nice. It was awkward, very, very awkward. I wanted a simple kiss, just lips touching. But Tom opened his mouth. It was wet and strange. Our faces were too close. Our lips did not fit together well. It was a short kiss, but it felt long because it was so awkward. After the kiss, we pulled back. Tom looked at me. He said something. He said, "Wow, that was really bad for me." When he said this, I felt a little sad inside. Maybe more than a little sad. It was my first kiss, and he said it was bad. It made me think maybe I was bad at kissing. It was a small thing, but it stayed in my mind for a little while. That first kiss with Tom was not like my first time with Henry. My story with Henry is very different. It is a story about love. It is a story about waiting for the right time. It is a story about being patient and kind. It is a story about two people finding their way together. I want to tell you this story now. 2. Meeting Henry. I met a man. His name was Henry. I liked him very much from the start. He was a kind person. I am a person who is not afraid to ask for what I want. So I asked Henry if he wanted to have lunch with me. He said yes. This made me feel happy. It was a good start. After that first lunch, we started to spend more time together. We became a couple. Our feelings for each other became very strong. Our love grew each day. We talked about many different things. We talked about our lives and our dreams. We talked about our future together. One important thing we talked about was our first time together. We thought about when this should happen. We made a big choice. We decided that we would wait. We wanted to wait to have our first time together until we were married. This was a very important decision for us. We thought that waiting until we were married would make our first time very special. It felt like the right thing for us to do. It was a big step to decide this, but we loved each other deeply. We wanted to do things in our own way. We did not want to follow what other people did. We wanted our love story to be special for us. This decision felt right in our hearts. We were happy with our choice to wait. Our love grew even stronger as we planned for our future together and our wedding day. 3. Waiting for years. We stayed together for a long time. It was 4 years. Our love for each other was very deep. It was a strong love. We felt very close. We spent many days and months together. We talked a lot. We shared our dreams. We supported each other. We learned more about each other every day. Our love grew stronger with time. One day, something happened. I said, "I love you" to Henry. It was not planned. It came out of my mouth by accident, but it was true. I really loved him. Henry heard me. He said, "I love you" back to me. It felt so good. It felt right in my heart. Waiting to have our first time was not always easy. Sometimes it was hard. Some people did not understand why we wanted to wait. They asked questions. They had different ideas. But we did not listen to everyone. We knew what was right for us. We made our choice together. We believed in our choice. During these 4 years, I had some worries. I worried about myself. I worried about my body. I looked at myself and felt bad sometimes. I worried about my weight. I thought I was too heavy. I wished I looked different. I was not kind to myself in my thoughts. I was hard on myself. I felt these worries often. But Henry was always kind to me. He always made me feel good. He told me nice things. He looked at me with love. He helped me feel better about myself. He saw me, the real me, and loved me. His love helped me when I worried about my body. The waiting was part of our journey. It was a long time, 4 years, but it was our time. We were getting ready for something important. We were waiting for our special time together. We were waiting for our wedding night. We knew it would be worth the wait. We trusted each other. We built a strong future together during these 4 years. We were best friends. We were partners. Our love was the most important thing. We held onto our decision. We felt happy with our choice to wait until marriage. It was a promise we made to each other, a promise of love and patience. It made our bond stronger. We looked forward to the day we would be husband and wife. We imagined that special night. We talked about our hopes. We talked about our feelings. We were a team. 4 years felt like a long time, but it went by too. We were ready for the next step. We were ready to start our married life. We were ready for our first time together. The waiting time was full of love and growing closer. It taught us patience. It taught us trust. It taught us how much we meant to each other. We knew our love was real. It was strong. It could wait. We were happy to wait for each other. We were happy to do things our way. It was our story, our love story. The waiting was part of it, a big part. It made the future feel even more special. We counted the days until our wedding. We dreamed of that day. We dreamed of our first night. It was a dream we shared, a dream we waited for 4 years. 4 day of wedding, we decided to get married. Our love felt strong, but some worries did not go away. The wedding day came. It was a day for happiness, but I felt many different things inside me. I felt happiness and I felt love for Henry. But I also felt very nervous. My nervousness was strong about the wedding night. I had waited a long time, 4 years. This night was special. It was going to be my first time. The day had stress, and this stress made my worry even higher. Before the night, I wore a beautiful dress. It was red and made of lace. It felt special to wear it. Our families were close by on this day. They knew this was our wedding night. Knowing they were near, knowing they knew, felt like more pressure on me. It was a big day, full of big feelings. The happiness was real, the love was deep, but the nervousness for the night was also very real. I thought about waiting for 4 years. I thought about it being the first time. My mind felt busy with these thoughts. It was hard to just feel happy and calm. The day was moving fast. Soon, the wedding day would end and the night would start. The night I felt so nervous about. The red lace dress felt pretty, but even in the beautiful dress, the worry stayed with me. It was a mix of feelings, a mix of happy and worried thoughts all together on one important day. This day was the start of our married life. It was supposed to be only happy, but for me, it was happy and nervous at the same time. The pressure felt heavy, like a weight. It was a day I wanted to be perfect, a day I wanted to remember with only joy. But the thought of the night made it complex. I tried to focus on the happiness, on marrying Henry. He was calm. He was happy. Seeing him helped me a little. But the nervousness about the first time, after waiting 4 years, was a very strong feeling inside me on our wedding day. 5. The first night starts. It was our wedding night. The big day was finished. We were finally alone in our room. My heart beat very fast. I felt a lot of nervousness. It was a strong feeling in my stomach, like many small birds flying around inside. It was not a comfortable feeling. Henry was with me. He was very understanding. He was patient and kind. He saw my face. He knew I was nervous. He spoke softly. "It is okay, Veronica," he said. "You don't need to worry." His calm voice helped me relax a little bit. We decided to take a shower together. It felt like a good idea to be close. We walked to the bathroom. The water was warm and felt good on our skin. We stood under the water together. We did not talk much. We just held each other tightly. In his arms, I felt safe. I felt very loved. Holding him like that, just being together, made some of my nervousness go away. My body felt a little less tense. After the shower, we used towels to dry ourselves. Then it was time. The moment we had waited for 4 years was here. It was our first time together as husband and wife. We went to the bed. I was still feeling nervous inside. My body felt tight and not relaxed. We started very slowly. Henry was extremely gentle. He was so good and careful with me. He tried his best to make it easy. But when we tried, I felt pain. It hurt. We had something to help, like a special cream called lube. But even with the lube, it hurt a lot. It was very difficult. It was not easy at all. At the very beginning, we could barely do it. My body felt so tight. I think my nervousness and worry made my muscles tense up. Also, because it was my first time, my body was not used to this feeling. Being a virgin can make things tighter for the first time. Henry felt it was difficult. He stopped. He looked into my eyes. He was reassuring. He said it was okay if we stopped. He said we did not have to do it now if it was too hard. He was not pushing me. He was thinking about how I felt. But I wanted to try again. We decided to go very, very slowly, step by step. It was still hard. It still hurt a little bit. It was not like the pictures or movies you see. In movies, it always looks easy and perfect and beautiful from the start. Our first time was real. It was a little hard. It was not perfect like a movie, but for us, it was perfect in our own way. Henry was so good and patient. He made me feel safe and loved the whole time. Even with the pain and the difficulty, it was our special first time together. We did it with patience and with love for each other. This made it perfect for us. 6. It was not easy. After our wedding night, we went away for a short time. It was like a small holiday just for us two. People call it a mini honeymoon. We went to a quiet place. It was nice to be away from everything. We had time to be together, just me and Henry. During this week, we tried again. We wanted to be close. We wanted to learn together. The first time on our wedding night was hard. It hurt. We knew it might be difficult again, but we hoped it would be better. And it was. It was different this time. It did not hurt as much as the first time. It was still new, but it was not as scary. We went slow. Henry was very kind and patient, just like before. He made me feel safe. My body was not so tense this time, maybe because I was not so nervous. It got easier quite fast. Each day felt a little better. Each time we were together, it felt more comfortable. It did not feel strange or difficult anymore. It started to feel natural, like a part of us, a normal thing for a husband and wife. We learned about each other. We learned what felt good. We talked about it openly. This helped us a lot. Being able to talk made everything easier. We were learning together, side by side. It was a journey for us, not just one night. The fear from the first night slowly went away. It was replaced by feeling close and loving. It felt good to be physically together in this way. It added a new part to our love. We thought about our choice to wait. We waited for 4 years before our wedding night. Many people did not wait so long. Sometimes it was hard to wait. But looking back now, after this week together, it felt right for us. Waiting made this part of our life special. It was just for us. Even if the very first time was not perfect like in movies, the times after became easy and full of love. This short trip was important. It showed us that hard things can become easy with time and patience. It helped us start our married life feeling closer and more connected. We were happy we waited. It was our way, and it felt right for us. 7. Learning gets easier. After the wedding night, we did not go home. We went on a short trip. It was like a small holiday for married people. Some people call it a mini honeymoon. We went to a quiet place for a few days. It was nice to be away, just the two of us, after the busy wedding day. During this week, we had time together, time to relax and just be married. We talked about the wedding night. We talked about how I felt nervous. We talked about how Henry was kind and patient. We talked about how it was a little hard the first time. Then, we decided to try again. This time, I felt less nervous. Not completely not nervous, but less than before. I knew what to expect more. Henry was still very gentle and good, and it was true. It was easier. Much easier than the first time. It did not hurt like it did before. It felt different. It felt softer, maybe. My body did not feel so tight. I think my mind was more relaxed this time. Each time we tried during our mini honeymoon, it became even easier. It was not difficult anymore. It started to feel comfortable. It felt like something we could do together without worry or pain. It started to feel natural, like it was a normal part of being close to Henry. The feeling of closeness was strong. It was not just about the physical part. It was about being together, sharing something private and special. We held hands. We talked softly. We laughed sometimes. It was not a serious, difficult thing anymore. It was something we learned together, and we learned quickly. Thinking back to waiting 4 years, it still felt right. Waiting meant we built a strong love first. We knew each other very well. We were best friends. This strong connection made the learning part easier, I think, because we trusted each other completely. We were not afraid to talk about how we felt. If it was still difficult, we would talk about it. But it was not difficult for long. It became easy quite fast. It felt good to share this part of our lives. It was another way we became closer as husband and wife. The mini honeymoon was a good time for us. It was a time to start our married life in a quiet way, a time to learn and grow together, a time for the physical part of our love to become comfortable and natural. It was a good start to our life together. The nervousness from the wedding night was gone now, replaced by comfort and closeness. It felt like a new door opened for us, a door to a deeper kind of intimacy. It was not scary. It was nice. It was us, learning together, making our own way. We learned that some things take time, but with love and patience, they can become easy. Our first time was not perfect like a movie, but learning after that was good. It was our journey. We spent several days like this, enjoying our time, enjoying each other. Learning, and the learning was good. It was easy. It felt right. The decision to wait felt right now more than ever. Because when it happened, and when we learned together, It was with the person we loved deeply. It was with my husband, Henry, and that made all the difference. This experience showed me that starting something new can be hard. But if you are with someone you love and trust, the hard part does not last long. The learning gets easier when you are not alone, when you have support and kindness. Henry gave me that. The days of our mini honeymoon were happy. We explored the area a little, but mostly we just enjoyed being together, being married, being comfortable with each other in every way. It was a peaceful time, a time for our new life to really begin, and it began easily after the first step. 8. Thinking about myself. I used to worry about my body a lot. Sometimes I felt my worries were silly, but they felt very real to me then. I looked at myself and often felt I was not good enough. I thought about my size, my shape, how my hair looked, or other small things. I wished I looked different, like people in magazines or on television. I was very hard on myself. I thought bad things about how I looked. This was not fair to me. My body was okay. I was fine just as I was. I needed to be kinder to myself. I needed to see the good things. Now I understand something very important. I learned that I need to love myself more. It is important to like who I am, inside and outside. Every day, I try to do something small. I look in the mirror and I try to find one thing I like about my reflection. Sometimes it is my eyes, maybe their color. Sometimes it is my long brown hair. Sometimes it is just a small smile I see. It helps me to see the good things about myself. This journey of finding self-love is ongoing. I must remember that I am beautiful. My beauty is not about being perfect or looking like someone else. My beauty is because I am me. I am Veronica, and I am special because of who I am. Comparing myself to other people is not good for me. I used to look at others and think I should be like them. This always made me feel sad and not good enough. But everyone is different. Everyone is good and beautiful in their own way. Thinking about how other people look or live too much is not healthy for me. It is a mistake to compare. Stopping this comparison is not easy. It takes time and work every single day. It is like learning a new skill. Every morning when I wake up, I try to think positive things about myself. Every night before I sleep, I try to remember something good I did or something I like about myself. It is a daily effort. It needs effort in the morning and effort in the evening, but it gets a little easier each day. This daily practice helps build strength inside me. My first time with Henry was part of our life together. It is part of our story, our big story. Our story has many parts, some were easy, some were not. But it is a beautiful story for us. The first time, yes, it felt scary before it happened. I was afraid because it was new for me. And yes, it hurt just a little bit at first, just for a moment. But the feeling of hurt was small, and it did not last long at all. What was much bigger and much more important was the love. Henry showed me so much love during that time. He was so gentle and so patient with me. Patience is a very important thing in these moments. Love is the most important thing. These feelings of love and patience are what truly made the first time special for me. It was not the fear I felt before, or the small hurt I felt at the start. The love we shared and the patience Henry had, that is what I remember most strongly. That is what truly matters in life, the feelings between people who care for each other deeply. Now, I feel good about my story and about myself. I wanted to tell you about it, to share my experience. I am happy to share my story now. Maybe reading it can help someone else. Maybe someone else feels worried about themselves, or maybe they compare themselves to others like I did. Maybe someone else is thinking about waiting like we decided to do. It is good to talk about these important things in life. Sharing my story makes me feel lighter and more free. It feels good to be open about my journey. My story is part of me. It is part of how I learned about love and about patience. It is part of how I learned to be kind to myself and to love myself fully. I learned that waiting was the right choice for Henry and me, for our unique path. And most of all, I learned that love is always the most important thing in any experience. I am thankful for this experience and for Henry. And I am thankful that I can share my thoughts now with others.